The murder scene before them left the officers in shock. The killer had recreated the Last Supper. After killing 12 homeless men, he used rods to pierce and connect their bodies, posing them in a disturbingly artistic display. This was the third case the murderer had committed in the town. The first was a family of 5 wiped out. The second, 3 victims sliced in half and hung on the wall. Since there wasn't a single trace of DNA at the scene, the female officer had no choice but to visit a convent, seeking answers from a nun. The nun led her into her study, and through a religious lens, she began to interpret the twisted mind of the killer.
My personal conviction is you are thinking about this in the wrong way. It's not anybody who knew them. They were maybe stalked, sure, chosen, but not known. Our killer is well past day-to-day functional life, not a student or professor.
How do you know that?
My gut tells me. And you're not listening to yours. No, you aren't seeing the scale of it. This is a calling card to live in an apocalyptic reality. These murder tableaus mean something profound. This killer is sermonizing, proselytizing, telling a parable, preaching. Look at this. They are saying, it is here, it has come. Glorify me, shake at my splendor. He sees himself as God.
The female officer still stuck to old-school police logic. She believed that with her experience, over 400 solved cases, she could catch the killer. But the nun called her outdated. Gradually, the nun's strange ideas found an audience only in the handsome priest. He was intrigued by her descriptions of the murders, and even quoted scripture as he shared his thoughts about the case.
The first home invasion, they cook and eat the dad? Jesus, the Holy Father incarnate, says, "Eat of my flesh, the flesh of the Father." Luke 22, the Last Supper.
Okay.
Then, the next one, crucifixions. And then, the blood draining the bodies? A reference to Leviticus?
It is the blood that makes an atonement for the soul, draining the blood in an effort to take their soul.
Right, that's right.
The nun felt she had found a kindred spirit. She shared her discoveries without holding anything back. Unaware the priest across from her was a disturbed man. When alone, he would whip himself, chanting strange words like performing a ritual. Then he submerged his face in water, as if seeking purification through pain. After speaking with the priest, the nun discovered a new angle. The murders might be linked to satanic rituals, but the female officer stopped her wild theory. Police had already identified the suspect by following blood traces on the sidewalk. His name was Sullivan, a criminal who once sold human organs on the black market. He used to kidnap children from war zones. After being exposed, he was sentenced to 21 years in prison and had been released 9 months ago. The officers suspected Sullivan was preparing to kill again, so she led a team to storm his house. When police searched the basement, they were horrified. The officer walked down the stairs and found Sullivan's bloated body on the floor, his head resting on his mother's corpse. When she got closer, she realized the mother was still alive. As officers carried her out, Sullivan kept shouting Bible verses. Then the officer realized the real killer had left Sullivan's blood on purpose to mislead police and guide them to his next masterpiece. Looking closely, the officer noticed a piece of paper. The killer had written his name on it.
His name?
Grotesquerie. I belong to those who have troubled the sleep of the world. And then, may all your dreams come true.
I don't recognize that. Any other evidence?
After the officer finished recounting everything, the nun suggested they approach the murders from a philosophical angle, to search for motive through thought, not evidence. The nun speculated the killer was clergy, not a mainstream Christian, but someone from a strange sect. Such heretical groups existed, people worshipping twisted beliefs. That rainy night, the officer went home. At the scene, she'd found a box, and gave it to her daughter, who loved puzzles. They studied it for hours, but no matter what, it wouldn't open. As she waited, she fell asleep. Suddenly, footsteps woke her. She grabbed her gun, and searched the house. Running to her daughter's room, she didn't see the shadow behind the door. After confirming her daughter was safe, she sighed in relief. Then the phone rang, the police station. The killer had struck again. It was the 4th murder. At the scene, she and others were speechless at what they saw. They froze until the nun arrived, snapping her back to reality. The killer had recreated the Last Supper, murdering 12 homeless men, and arranging them in an artistic tableau. Then she noticed something chilling. The man playing Jesus was the homeless person she'd given spare change to the day before. The shock hit her like a wave. Her mind went blank, and she decided all she could do was drink, hoping a few glasses might calm her storm inside.